All right, good people, this is where it's at. Welcome to another beautiful segment of podcast at CJC. I am your beautiful host, Sparkles, aka the hottest thing under the sun, Tlantla Masilela. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I know it's been a while. We've missed you too. Thank you for tuning in. I am obviously not alone, even though Angina Anita, but I brought someone else. You know, I'm not doing you guys like that. So anyway, right here, Sina Sandile Mkoko.
Yeah.
Ne?
Sandile
Uh,
Mkongo, yeah.
he is an SRC here at CJC. Basically, bazobane rally on Friday, and we brought them here to promote that and also for you to find out more. Yes, like I've noticed a lot of people don't know, and a lot of students rather don't know a lot about politics and what happens, especially with school politics. So Usandile is right here to tell us all that we need to know. Sandile, welcome. How are you?
Greetings, all protocols observed. Sanibonani,
Oh,
molweni,
all protocols observed.
dumelange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unjani baba uyaphila?
Mnandi kanjani lapho?
Ngiyaphila. Ngifuna ungitshele more about yourself. Sicale khona lapho and then we'll get to the SRC part of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Sandile Mkongo, originally from Eastern Cape in Mthatha, small village called Kwalindile. Then I grew up in Rustenburg. That's where I have Wooting is Joburg for studying my music. Then after music then kulapho ngangena khona CJC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then SCJC, the time ungena, you were already an ANC.
Yeah, I was already exposed to politics.
You're already exposed to politics.
Yes, yeah.
So ungene ku SRC, what happened?
Okay, first of all, I believe that I was born a lead because of this thing azange yaqala la in tertiary, I mean to say. Even if actually in primary, if ngikhumbula kahle, yeah, I was one of ama class reps.
Yeah.
Then even as a high school, then it told me ukuthi yeah, I can be a leader one day, yeah, and kind of like my teacher.
Okay. So as ESRC, what do you do specifically, especially as in ANC Youth League member and an SRC?
Okay, first of all, SRC, it's a student representative council. Yeah, kahle umsebenzi we-SRC is to represent the students.
Okay.
And say it's all about that thing. And being an SRC, it's a lot, get my point. Because of you must be used to like multitask.
You're a multitasker.
Yeah.
What exactly?
Like you have to give a student our presenter
Yeah.
now you have to give yourself this card for my studies.
Okay.
Because not like my SRC then
Uyakhohlwa ngesikole.
yeah akumelanga ube njalo because of we-SRC if uyafaila uyakhutshwa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, njengoba manje bazoqala i-first semester ne. Second semester my-SRC mawufailile uyakhutshwa permanently.
So placement yokungenela ebo-SRC kahle yini? What is your placement process when it comes to ukhetha labantu laba specifically?
Okay, first of all, you must have a positive attitude. Yeah, because of you cannot have a positive life with a negative mind. That's the first of all. Then yeah, you must change your perspective because manje you are an SRC, you have to be like arrogant and all those kind of things. Yeah, well, you must have only a positive attitude because of as an SRC, I was elected by students, you get my point.
Oh, you were elected by students? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, angisivutela.
Okay.
So manje akumelanga ukuthi mase ama students ngithembile ngikhetha ngiphinde futhi mina ngiphinde ngibalethele down or manje sengibachangele.
Why khona la manye ama-SRC mabangena immediately ebo-SRC asababoni sibagcina ngamalanga okuvota? You acting like the government.
Yeah, ngiyifumana le. The reason is that
Yeah.
abantu baningi actually like mabengena ku-SRC bangena because of ama benefits.
Oh, there's
A
benefits.
lot of them.
Hayi bo ngiqala uyiva.
Yeah, there are a lot of benefits actually in SRC. So it's mabeqeda ukuthola noma benefits bakhohlwa ukuthi yini kahle kahle into yabalidela ukuthi babe ngama-SRC.
What are the benefits?
Okay, angizowakhuluma because of vele ne-IEC iseyirejistarile abantu bazongena yabo.
Okay.
Because yabe ngasoze ngiwakhulume before. Yabo,
Oh,
because abantu bebezongenela vele wona ama-benefits bakhohlwe ngento beyizela me to say yabo.
okay.
So yeah, ama-benefits after nje angithi on the 11 March kuzabe kuvotiwa. Then
For ama-SRC amasha.
yeah.
Is that like an every campus thing or into ye-Smith Street
Yeah,
pet?
into CJC yonke. Every
CJC
campus,
yonke.
yeah, every 7 campuses.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
kuzabe kuvotiwa khona.
Oh, that's the rallies. Oh, also, singakhohlwa ukumention that all the SRC members are invited to the rally on Friday.
Yeah.
Why is it specifically only SRC invitation? Why singathi all CJC students?
Actually, it's all about like a campaigning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, campaigning for our students like us. Even if ubuya with parties, can be a SARS code, can be MK, can be FF or independent. Yeah. Yes, push a good like bazi so that bakona like uvotelo. Yabo. Mina bangavotelwanga. Go right, yabo.
So when it comes to having lama different parties at the rally, let's say for an example, angithi SRC selectwa aba students.
Yeah.
What if the students don't elect SRCs that come from the same political party? Do they all come together from those different political parties to form that SRC yesikolo, or is it specifically for one political party?
Or actually, yeah, in our political parties are like amaningi, ne.
So akusisa sikuphela.
Yeah, akusisa sikuphela. But kumele nje bona bavotele iSASCO. Actually, I'm not. No, kumele nje bona bavotele iSASCO because of SASCO has been doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been doing well. Okay, kahle ne iye yithi ne lama like ama candidates ne lawa ma SRC make phuma kuma political parties, I mean to say mabese bekhethiwe yabo. Yeah, bazoba vela under ama political party wabo bazoqhubeleka nawo ne. But mabese bekhethiwe abasa represent any organization. Singama manje ngama leaders.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're not representing the organization you came with.
Yeah. So much to represent ama students wonke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then ama benefits ne yilentuza after makuqeda ukuvota or the same week, maybe if I can say ngavotwa ngazi 11 sikaMarch zabeni nabo.
Yeah.
But the same week bazohamba baye ku-induction ehotel for 3 days. Yeah. So yonke into ikhona lapha yabo. Yeah, then kuzoba futhi nama team building. Yeah, then every month kuyaflyiwa sometimes. You can fly uye Cape Town and SRC just yokuhlala nje ehotel. Yeah, but actually kuzabe kukhona program by that time. There's a stipend. Just that angeke ngi-mention amount.
Yeah, the amount of the money.
There's a stipend and bakunikeza impahla like track suits, blazers, t-shirts, and also bakunikeza phone ne laptop. Yeah.
So given yonke lama benefits lawa oqeda ukuwa-mention to me right now, do you feel like the SRC is doing enough work in the school to actually deserve these benefits? Speaking from your perspective.
Yeah, mina ngibona vele yabo bayazidinga yabo because of my SRC actually like we're supposed to work ngama emails. Yabo not ngama phones.
Directly.
Yeah. So ama laptops vela siza ukuthi communicate ne management, communicate futhi nabantwana besikolo, even the cell phones yabo.
So umntana wesikolo can contact you directly with whatever inquiry they have.
They did actually. Bengifonela ngoma 2 yabo, ngoma 2 ngoma 3 ngoma 4 sandile i-race manager ithi izosixosha yabo, please come yabo, thola ukuthi ezinye zikude yantona. Yeah, hence ama-students aqala unyaka like sibatshela ukuthi kumele uhlale kule race because abe siyazi ukuthi at least mayivelelwa inkinga ulapho wakhona ukusizakala yabo.
So you can even help students ngeindaba zama-race and
ma-SRC represent ama-students ngendaba yasesikolweni futhi nendaba zama-accommodation because ezinye ama-accommodation like very tough yabo, thola ukuthi bathathe abantwana then makumele ukuthi abantwana bazobhala ama-exam sebebayi-evict, thola ukuthi umntwana ubuya boma-KZN yabo, ma-Eastern Cape uzoya kuphi leso sikhathi.
True
yabo. And I think actually I think some of us singene like kuma-public school is because of we from like disadvantaged families
asinayo leyo mali leyo.
So manje like that's why there are student representative council to represent students in such situations yabo, to pay a scale up here. So hence I'm saying like it's a lot of work.
It sounds like a lot of work. So let's talk about the rally on Friday. What is the rally exactly? Kwenzakalani lapho?
The rally is ihlanganise ama-candidates are different from different campuses, different parties khona la eSmith. Yeah, so I think izoba se-restaurant 12 o'clock. I-poster sesi-uploadile.
So that's why it's specifically only SRC invitations.
Yeah, but students are also like invited
to the restaurant.
Yes, yeah. They can come as an audience. We don't have a problem with that.
It sounds like uqeda ukunginika i-invite vela ngizofika mina. Gonna come with my crew there. Yeah. So okay, lastly, what does one contact you? Nje ngicela ubatshele nje whoever is watching here, where can they find you?
Actually, I'm an outgoing campus chairperson, but the leaders that abazayo, the upcoming ones, I think for now, because my term is appel, I think bazofumana laba abazayo, yabo.
What if bafuna wena Sadile? Phela wena uyanceda around apparently la esikolweni.
Actually that it's against the constitution yesikolo, yabo, yeah. Only like SRCs can help our students.
Okay, well that's unfortunate, but siyabonga for ukuthi ube khona and sharing the insight that you have. I'm hoping we see you at the rally, ne?
Yeah. And futhi lenye into engayifakanga it's about challenges ngazithola makuye SRCs, especially
amajita vela,
yeah, amajita you are in verge of being accused ngezinto ezithola ngifana noma-rape, because remember ukuthi yonke lento le iqala kuphi, iqala ku-politics, then ube sewungena as a lead. So yeah, you can be accused endaba zama-rape, accuse ama-students ukuthi udla imali, yabo, yeah, accuse futhi nayilo political party yakho futhi kutshela ukuthi maybe it's allowed. So wena ngimele nje like ube ne-backbone kuyo yonke lento le, uyazi ukuthi nje uyakuphi, yabo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, I hope nizwile, ne? Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You're watching podcast at CJC. I was your host, Nhlanhla Masilela. This is Sandile Mkoko.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're gonna love and leave you. What's up, beautiful people? We at it again. Welcome to another beautiful episode of PodCast at CJC. I am your beautiful host, Nhlanhla Masilela, aka Sparkle. So this episode right here is a politics featured episode. As you remember properly, last episode we were promoting today's rally. So this is the rally on the 7th of March, Friday. I'm not alone. I'm gonna let the gentlemen introduce themselves. I'm gonna start with you, sir.
My name is Wilfred Kamanchoy, the regional fundraiser of SASCO Creative Municipal.
All right, and then Gamo and Agamo.
Thank you, Marcus Mkwele, the representative of the Economic Freedom Fighters Youth Command from CJC.
Right. So I am gonna give both these gentlemen a specific time to just tell us why they are here, what the candidateship is all about, or what their parties are all about. What is your what do they call it? A manifesto, especially when it comes to student matters.
Thank you very much. Firstly, when you speak about SRC elections, we're speaking about elections that are to partake in all higher institutions of learning, where students take their time to choose their representatives to represent them in the entire year. So basically, our manifesto, we will just say it after, but for now, I'm speaking about for now needs of an SRC. What do we speak about when we speak about an SRC? SRC, we speak about a student representative that is in council, that is representing student and talking to student, taking student matters to the management and solving student matters. Thank you very much.
Sir.
Thank you very much. I think I would concur with the colleague of the EFF Youth Command. Basically, I cannot explain a lot about Student Representative Council. However, it is a council that is established to prioritize the need of students without any political affiliation, but address student needs in broader students without any political affiliation, whether you're from SASCO or you're from EFF student.
So when it comes to the whole SRC matter, it is not in any way combined with a political party win.
Yes, it's constituted with political or student organization, I could say. But now when you're addressing issues, you not address issues in favor of a student command or in favor of SASCO. You address all issues for all students of CJC.
All right, if that is the matter, then why are there different parties?
As I said, the SRC is a council. It constitutes with different student organizations. So we have candidates from SASCO that will contest that position. We have EFF Youth Command that will contest that position. Basically, it's like governance in school. So it's like, if I can make an example, in Parliament, you have various parties. But when President Ramaphosa addresses, he addresses for the country, but not for the ANC. And then when he's in the ANC run, that's when you can say he's addressing for ANC. But for the student representative council to be there, it is established through various student organizations and independent candidates. So whatever it is then that is discussed in the student representative councils, it's not politicized only to suit a certain political perspective of a student organization, but it's common interest of all students in CJC or in higher institutions.
I was asking this question the other day, Uti, seeing that there are different political parties, and then when you get into the SRC, you don't get into what's the word? You don't get in to represent your political party. If I put as an example, Konawe, Lopume ANC, and then this you from the EFF, and then you both get elected into the SRC. How do you then work together, regardless of the fundamental differences you come from the designated political parties?
No, if I can respond to that, how do we work together? Ours is to make sure that we propose a policy that will suit the best interest. As I've said, we might have a SASCO manifesto that said we want to do this and this, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now, when we are in governance, that means that we have to apply a cooperative way for us to cooperate within the same space. So now, if maybe let's say now we're dealing with issues of academic exclusions. So academic exclusion is not only affecting students of SASCO, but it's affecting all students, broader students, yes, in perspective. So irregardless of any political ideologies or any school of thought, but we'll make sure that those fundamental interests are achieved within all students. And ours is not only to say that it should be dominated by SASCO. But however, that's our view in contesting in elections, because if we have a certain manifesto that we're taking in from students, which is written based on student needs, and then we can say that we influence it into governance to become passed. So whatever we're presenting, it's not something that is SASCO, but it's something that comes from students. So that's where we have cooperative tradition within governance. So that's where you'll find, or maybe there are similarities in manifesto of EFF and SASCO in terms of achievements. So when we are getting there, ours is only directed to students, not in organizational related.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That from the EFF.
No, thank you very much. You see, when you are at home and you are hungry, you want to eat, you only think of the bread and the butter combined.
True.
So, but if you are at home, you are hungry, you think of the bread separately, and you think of the butter separately, it shows that SASCO does not have any idea of leading students anywhere. They are already speaking about cooperative involvement. We are not willing to cooperate with SASCO because we believe in total majority of the Economic Freedom Fighters Youth Command. So we are going to take total majority. We are going to implement the manifesto of the Economic Freedom Fighter Youth Command. So my brother, he must not align us with cooperativity from now. Now we're speaking about launching the manifesto that the students have asked us to launch, and we are focusing on fixing the issues that the students of CJC at all 7 campuses has written to the EFF and said we want these issues to be solved. So for my brother to speak about cooperation, what cooperation are we going to? What cooperation is he speaking about? Because we are still campaigning for elections. So it shows really that there are people that they've lost. They've lost, they don't see election. And SASCO has no history of leading students anywhere. SASCO has never held any strike. SASCO has never represented students with NSFAS matters. SASCO, what it knows is to take students in the beginning of the year to races where they're going to be evicted for them to get incentives after. Their history, it's using students, and their history is throwing students after using them, throwing students after getting votes. And only see green and yellow t-shirts now because it's elections, and we'll see them again in the next year when they are coming to use us and take votes of our students. But the FF is intact this year, it's always here. So we're encouraging each and every student, full-time registered student of CJC to vote for the Economic Freedom Fighters Youth Command at any time, at any given point. Wherever he sees the EFF Youth Command, he should, or she should vote for the EFF Youth Command.
All right, I just want to disclose
can I just
at first.
Yes.
Let me just disclose that the views shown here, or the views discussed here, are not of the school, but are of the officials and the audience. Thank you. Go ahead,
Yes,
sir.
Sometimes when you're a person, you should come with prima facie evidence, my brother. Don't rush to shout or without understanding, because I would think the host here just said that, how do you coexist in the Student Representative Council? That's a problem about leaders who don't listen. You just attack without any knowledge. And I would believe that as a Student Representative Council, or as a member of EFF that is within the perimeters of a higher institution, whatever view you raise, it should be informed. There are a lot of things. SASCO has existed before even the EFF even existed. Your former SG was a product of SASCO, who wrote the first spot-on document. It's a policy of SASCO. SASCO has a policy about TVET must rise. In terms of skill developments, all TVETs must rise. In actual fact, they should be prioritized the same way that universities should be prioritized. So yours is just to squabble. That's the politics that the EFF has shown, politics of popularism. And yes, it might be part of leadership skills, but sometimes when you consistency lead on propaganda, it becomes a problem, my brother, because now you miss the point of the host question. Now it said that how do we coexist? Thank you very much.
Okay, let's get questions from the audience before these gentlemen take it any further than it is going now. Any questions? Or should I go ahead and ask them myself?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. I don't know if am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is towards the EFF Student Command leader, because he said SASCO has no history of leading students. I would like to ask, what history does the Student Command have because they don't even know if they are student command, they are youth command. And by the way, they are an organization that was established a couple of years back. So what student struggles have they been championing as the EFF Student Command if they are an organization that was built 5 to 6 years ago, as compared to an organization that has 30 plus years and has been advocating for students and has not even changed to say that now it's no longer SASCO, it's called whatever, because there is a bit of consistency and a bit of vision on where they want to see the entire the FET phase. That's how they want to see. They have a comprehensive idea of what they want to achieve as the student organization. So my question again is, what does he mean when he says SASCO does not have history, and what history does the EFF have if they are only, they're not even 7 years back?
No, thank you very much. You see, an opinion will remain an opinion until proven to be a fact. The EFF Student Command has existed for 10 years, and then the Youth Command is established not to tarnish the name of the Student Command, but to replace the Student Command, so that it can be broadened to the communities and involve the rejected people that are unemployed because of the ANC. Again, to represent the people that can't come to school and can't register because of SASCO is in power. To represent all those people that are smoking nyaope because they don't have job because of ANC government. That has led over 30 years and has no history of justice for the lives of black people. So when he speaks about history, I'm very shocked, because he knows how capable we are. He knows that we have led so many strikes. We can go to Feast Must Fall, we can go to the issues of NSFAS, we can go to the motion. So to show that he's a politician that is not even informed about the political spectrum of this country. So we can see, we just introduced a motion and a debate in Parliament just a few months back, or rather, if not a month, that we want the cancellation of student debts. And we're speaking about the student debts to be cancelled under the administration of SASCO at some universities, under the administration of ANC in this country. So it's very illiterate for SASCO people and ANC people, including their president and their leaders, not to cancel student debt, because it's very useless for me not to obtain my degree because I can't pay for what NSFAS failed to pay. So they're speaking something that they're failing to implement. And my question to my opponent there is, which SG is he talking about? So we're speaking about people who are ill-informed. So I feel very, I don't feel like him.
Well, what is your stance?
Who is the SG is talking about that is a former ANC SASCO leader? Which SG?
What is your stance in this matter?
Thank you very much, Hoster. First, just to clarify, my colleague, the Feast Must Fall was not only a struggle of EFF. It's what he was raising about coexisting. It's the very same.
It was the issues of the students.
It was issues of students, where SASCO comrades were also there. I would count many people. There are comrades of SASCO in UJ that bent a library, which were comrades of SASCO.
So you're proud of that?
Wait, leader, wait. Don't rush, you'll crash my brother.
Honorable.
So I'm saying that such things were in the streets. The current TG of SASCO was also part of the Feast Must Fall, who was suspended in Wits University. Now, in terms of speaking, yes, we might speak about EFF proposing the student debt. But however, if you can trace the debate of student debt, it has been there. It was not a politic of SASCO. It's like now the EFF would come and say now the Pillar Act that has been came into pass under the administration of Comrade Ramaphosa. They would claim it too. The NHI, the National Health Insurance that has been just passed, of which is a socialist motive that it should provide health care for everyone, and
Yes.
there's no one.
We're not dipping into healthcare.
Yes. Now I'm just making an example.
We'll just,
so come back to SASCO.
yeah.
Come back to SASCO. We saw the president of Wits was part of the parliamentary debate addressing issues of NSFAS in governance level. I've never seen anyone, even him or even the president of the youth command, or I don't know, it's appointed or what. There was no one aside from Sihle who's a member of parliament. But I can proudly say that SASCO is an autonomous organization that is existing within the mass democratic movement. It had the representative women addressing issues of NSFAS. You know, you cannot, I find it very premature that you blame us as if SASCO is the administrator of NSFAS. I don't know if you understand me. NSFAS is an independent board that is holding accountable to what? To the parliament or to the executive. Yes, our president is sitting in the executive, but if you were much more informed, you would know that executive has much more layers. There's legislation, there's parliament. Parliament, it's the one that's supposed to hold accountable of such structure. So whatever we propose, my leader, we exhaust the parameters of the relations we have with the ANC.
Right,
so that's what I can say. I'm not defending now. The history of SASCO, it's very broad. I was about to comment on that.
Can we get another question from the audience for the Sir Lawe ANC? You have a question, sir?
Yes, thank you, moderator. Through you, I'd like to ask the gentleman from the EFF, what is the manifesto of the EFF concerning racists that are chasing students away because of NSFAS status hasn't changed? And what is the stance of the EFF when it comes to NSFAS? Can you kindly inform us? Thanks.
No, thank you, my brother. You know, ours as the EFF is to educate. So my brother is just trying to open a path for the opponent to get education. The stance, particularly in the EFF, the first non-negotiable cardinal pillars is the land expropriation without compensation. And we believe that student accommodation is land. So why should the people who owns the land, who are brought and bred in this very same land, should pay the land? So our stance with NSFAS statuses, we only ask for 2 statuses. Our manifesto only asks for 2 statuses. We are saying if we are failing, SASCO is failing to bend down NSFAS, let there be 2 statuses. We want not funded or funded, so that we know what's the stance for it and what's the reason for not funded. So as the EFF, we don't believe in NSFAS because we don't believe in the third part. We believe that the money of the government to fund students should go straight to the university, should go straight to TVET colleges, and from TVET colleges to
the students.
Because we find the point that a student can't register because NSFAS didn't pay for his tuition fee. Student can't stay at the recess because NSFAS didn't pay for accommodation. But what about the money is from the department straight to the institution? Then that will say that the institution will be, the people will register and people won't fail to pay NSFAS because NSFAS is coming straight to you. And again, institution will be liable because it's the one that is on the ground, seeing and overseeing all the accommodations that are treating students badly, receiving reports, receiving complaints. So it's very useless for NSFAS to be at Cape Town. And again, I feel very sad because I'm being compromised. I asked a question to my opponent to say, who is the SG that he's talking about? The former SG of the EFF. That is from South. He didn't answer my question.
If we keep this debate up, we won't have Iskati for the candidates. I just want to get your last words on anything you want to say, really. Then see Nigama candidates who will be participating in the FSRC elections time.
Thank
All
you.
right, please keep it very short, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you, host, for giving us such a platform. I extend my fundamental gratitude, of course. I believe in terms of the manifesto, the candidate from SRC, CJC will then outline what is the manifesto of SASCO. However, it was premature of my colleague again to not respond to the question or what is EFF Student Command. You speak about land expropriation, of which you are contradicting yourself, but it's fine. Ours, we have managed to hold the NSFAS board accountable, and then the board was restructured, as you have seen, if you might follow it as SASCO. We influenced that. Now, my last remarks is one, vote for SASCO. I think there's a reason why there was a power shift in the last year's election, that EFF has lost drastically or declined in terms of support in all institutions. I might count a lot of institutions who have history of reading, and thank you very much for your time. I believe that the SRC candidate then will take over in terms of the context of CJC and then present their manifesto. Thank you very much for your opportunity.
Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
by the way, the president your SG was Floyd Shibam, who will return the first sport document. I might be clarified. I stand to be clarified.
What is your last stance, sir?
So thank you very much for the time. And you know, I've been driving a car with 2 wheels and a flat tire. So I've been driving a car that has 3 wheels, but only 2 wheels were functioning. And the last tire that was not functioning is the flat tire. He's speaking something out of the context, speaking something.
Is that your stance? Is that the last thing you want to say?
No, I'm clarifying because we won't have another platform to
All right.
clarify.
Okay.
So let me just go to the stance, because I see already there is too much education that I'm giving to you, and it will be overflowing. So our stance is very simple. EFF Youth Command to the front. Vote for EFF Youth Command in all the 7 campuses, because the EFF candidates and the EFF-led SRC has never been accused of rape, have never been accused of corruption. Only the EFF understands the needs of students, and they have no pending case. So we are saying, vote for the EFF because it understands your needs, it stands for you, and it's saying that you are a student because the EFF is here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for just taking your time to actually voice out your views. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Right, from where we left off, I just want to understand, Ubuti, as EFF, what are your values and what are you trying to do for the school? Also, let me disclose, Ubuti, about the only EFF candidates here. The SASCO candidates decided to walk away because there was lunch or something. So, yeah, those are your leaders for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So us as the EFF, we value students more than ourselves, because again, before we are candidates, we are also students. We live under these circumstances. We are also suffering as you guys. So we understand the needs of all of us. And we're not just focusing on, as a hospitality student, I'm not only focusing on what the hospitality department is lacking. I'm also focusing on arts department and music department. Like you also guys, you don't have enough resources. Understand? Even the art people, they don't have resources. We don't have kitchens and stuff, and all those things. We need to focus on them as the EFF and ensure that all those demands are met.
Let's say you guys win the election. When are you gonna start implementing things that we will see happening? When are you gonna start putting these manifestos into effect?
Okay, as we are working on it as of now.
Oh, you're already working on it?
We are working on it as of now.
All right. Why don't we ever see you unless it's time for election?
Why? Okay, firstly, because the campus doesn't allow EFF members, because yesterday we tried having a meeting and we were chased out because we are not SASCO candidates and we are not a part of SASCO.
Oh.
So we are oppressed in a way.
But you're still pushing your activism and whatnot. That's very inspirational. Okay, any last words or any stance you would like to put out?
Okay. May everyone watching, and please subscribe, join the EFF on the 11th of March, and don't forget to vote for us, because together we are united, and let us vote for change.
Where can one vote for you?
At Smith campus on the 11th of March from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
What do they need to vote?
They need to have their ID, proof of registration, and just be present.
All right, guys, you heard it first on podcast at CJC. I am your host, Nhlanhla Masilela. This was a very enlightening episode, if I do say so myself. I hope you like, subscribe, and comment. Your views are very important. Support is very important. And if you are going to vote, make sure you make the right decision. Don't make any biased views depending on what you've seen today, right? So yeah, thank you so much. I was with Luyanda, the EFF candidate. Last thing, where can one find you on social media?
Okay, I'm on TikTok as Judy_South1, Instagram Judy South1, and I don't have Facebook.
All right, that's it from us, guys. Stay beautiful. We love you. Nhlanhla Masilela.
Hi, I'm here with and how are you, Bongani?
Cool, and you?
I'm okay. So, how do you feel about the elections?
So I nankas Britain at the elections. So that's why some of us are struggling like at the NSFAS. They should help us get the NSFAS because then now I need some NSFAS assistance. You need a race. Melabarete the bomadi class. Zauriye. School sa bona bas improve. Who will something to get our rebe more one tool. Yeah, because mfetho lo gona re hloka bo dintho tse lo reng di tla re ntshetsa pele if then re sena di studio ba re created di studio and then ang tshola NSFAS me le re thuse because re etsa ka matla gona re be successful.
Okay, so after the elections, what difference would you like to see, or what change would you like to see?
Okay, the first change go bana ba skela ba tlolo la ka NSFAS wa bona ba meet the requirements ba etse tso dintho step by step and ba jutse ka nako everything be right. Then music performances ba re create di classes, di practice classes, jolo ka ba di studio wa mthola re be le di extra classes hore re ska ba wa mthola re kgone tsa spani ka nako wa mthola be sharp.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Bongani.
Ka le bo khatale.
Hi, how are you?
Well, thanks, and yourself?
I'm okay. Who am I talking to?
You're speaking to Bokang Ramatlapeng.
Nice to meet you, Bokang. So how do you feel about the elections?
Well, I don't really have feelings about it. I think it's something that I'm a first-time student. I'm in N5, so I think I'm getting used to what it's supposed to be like. Only just seeing the buzz around our WhatsApp group, but I haven't really seen the buzz at school, so I'm still yet to find out what the vibe is.
Oh, okay, so you have no idea.
Well, I do have some idea because of what I read on our school's group, but other than that, I don't really see what's really going on every single day at school. I just know that there's elections and I see papers of the candidates that are campaigning to be a part of the SRC. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, after the elections, maybe since you have a clue, what difference would you like to see?
Well, for one, it would be great to, besides SRC's focusing on NSFAS issues, it would be really great to see that SRC is also focused on kids that are paying for themselves and that are actually bringing themselves to school. I'm one of those type of students, and I just feel like SRC focuses only on people that are NSFAS students that don't worry about other kids that actually pay for their own school fees and have to bring themselves to school. So I feel like the focus could really just move away from just NSFAS issues and issues of what's going on in the classroom, our lecturers coming to class, because the main thing is to make sure that the students' lives are much better. That's why you're there, not just focusing on one issue particularly. So it'd be great to see the interactions as where if we have issues with our lecturers or just what's going on in terms of if people are needing help to get to school. Or have you eaten? Some people don't eat when they get to school. It's serious issues moving away from just one aspect, which I brought up just now. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, good points. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so.
Hi.
Hello.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Skylar.
Nice to meet you, Skylar. So, like, Skylar, what difference or like changes do you wanna like see after the elections?
Okay, probably after the elections, it would be nice to have quick status changes, quick status responses, quick payments. Actually, we don't have to wait like months before we actually get our allowances. It would be nice if like the process was quicker, because most students are actually 100% dependent on the funds. And then also, I think I haven't really heard a lot about sports, and some of us are actually interested in stuff like that. So it would be nice to hear about sports as well. Yeah, those are some of the changes that I would like to have after that.
Oh, okay. No, that's understandable. So, and then how do you feel about the elections, actually?
I don't really know or have much knowledge about like the elections, but then hopefully we get to have, since it's like the SRC, they're also students, they must be like people that we're not afraid of, people that like we know that, okay, I'm afraid to go to a lecture, so the SRC, this person is a student, it's easier to talk to this person. So people that are calm, understanding, and easy to talk to, knowing that if we're in trouble, we're not even afraid to go to our fellow SRCs.
Great. Okay, thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
So I'm here with
Samkelo, level 2.
Nice to meet you, Samke.
Nice to meet you too.
So I wanna ask Guguti, like, how do you feel about the elections?
For me, I feel a bit nervous about the elections, especially with like the stuff that's been happening on campus. Remember the other day we had like this whole thing happening where they were telling us to leave the campus and stuff. And I like having someone who's going to represent the students when having issues in the campus and having issues like with basically the things that are happening. I feel like it's a really good thing, but I'm really nervous that like the selection of people who are running for the SRC, very good selection. So I'm very nervous, but I'm very excited about it.
Okay. Yeah. So like after the elections, what difference or like changes would you like to see improve maybe?
Okay, for me personally, I'd like communication. I've noticed with a lot with the lecturers, there's a certain disconnect between the learners and the lecturers, and I'd like for whoever is going to be the SRC to be able to connect us, to be able to send communication, because really we have no communication. Like, I really want there to be a certain like a harmony within the student and the lecturer relationship. So I hope they can bring that to us.
Good point, sweetie. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm here with.
It's Mohau.
Nice to meet you, Mohau. So, like, Mohau, how do you feel about the elections?
About the elections, ever since like it's my second year, and then like it'll be my first time like participating in. So like I don't know much about the election, but I'm really curious. Yeah, I really like want to see what's gonna happen like that day, and then the changes, yeah.
So like since we're talking about changes, like what changes or like difference would you like to see after the elections?
The changes that I'm gonna talk about are the changes that like I see like Linda I've been struggling too, and then I wish like certain things can change. Like we do have like printing machines here at school, but like when you have like to get there, like it's a lot of work. Sometimes they refer you that side, sometimes so like I feel like there must be like printing like machines for students. You get yeah, so like we don't struggle, because like we know here there are a lot of assignments, especially for hospitality students. Yeah, so like printing machines, and then what else? Yeah, so far that's changes that I'm looking forward to. And yeah, another thing, events, bro. Yeah, events. Like there must be really cool events here at school. And I feel like they can at least theory, like they can reduce like a bit of theory and then like they put practicals. Like there should be more practicals because like we cannot be studying like to be chefs and all that while we are doing like a lot of theory than practical. So like I wish like there must be a change again there.
Okay, thank you. Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm here with
Vusani.
Nice to meet you, Vusani. And I'm here with
Tepiso.
Nice to meet you, Tepiso. So I'm gonna start with you, Tepiso. How do you feel about the elections?
Nothing much, but ngiyacabanga ukuthi azoba into right for the school and for the students as well. Yeah, we do need elections.
Okay, and how do you feel about the elections?
I wanna like with the elections, how I feel. It's giving us it's giving the youth an outcome, you know? Like allowing the leaders to venture into what we actually need in the school and shit like that.
Okay. So like after the elections, what difference or like changes would you like to see?
It's not about me, it's about the school.
Oh, okay. So no changes.
No, changes must be made, but then it's about like how the school do, like what the school decides. You guys, the leaders. I don't really wanna see anything change.
Okay.
We are not about any changes, my guy. Yeah.
And when?
Okay, when it comes to changes, I can expect any changes to buy, but in terms of, especially when it comes to my course, at least we can have enough materials. Yeah, after the elections, and give us a chance maybe once in a while to voice out or yeah, basically that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, gents.